Monday.
Hey everybody! So it is a rainy January afternoon, and I just decided what better use to do with my time on a Sunday afternoon than probably taking a nap would be good, but I don't want to. But what better use of my time? Hi Haley. This is my dog. Come here. Hi. 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 This is my puppy. This is my baby. So what better use of my time on the rainy... You want to come sit? You want to come sit? No? Oh, good girl. So what better use of my time on a rainy Sunday afternoon than sitting down and making a video for you guys? So here you go. I don't know if y'all want to hear about this or not, but I don't care. It's my channel. So, this guitar, by the way, hopefully I'll be able to learn it this year. I'm really trying to learn it this year. I've had this guitar for years and I've just like fiddled around with it, but this year it's really one of my goals to actually learn it and become pretty good at it. I don't want to become like first class Ed Sheeran over here, but I do want to learn how to play some songs on it. Like if I just want to sit around a campfire and play, I think that would be really cool. For those of you wondering about the really weird glow in the back, that's my diffuser, and I love essential oils. That's another fun fact about your girl over here. I was thinking that I wanted to start putting content on my channel, but what do I put? What is the content going to be? And part of the content I want to do is like a little Bible study. Don't get freaked out. We're just some encouraging stuff that you can go look at, whether it be, I don't know, things that have helped me in my life. I'm still working on them. Even today I had a blow up and I was like, crap, I'm supposed to love people. Yeah. Something I want to share with y'all today is a verse out of Colossians 3:12. I have this cool little journal here and I just recently found it. Here you go. It says #blessed. So cool. But this is a journal I counseled at a summer camp in North Carolina this past summer of 2017. And I lifeguarded there the summer of 2016. It was amazing, crazy awesome to see just how many kids come to this camp every week. But also to see just God work in lives. And God worked more in my life, I feel like, than he did work in my campers' lives or the lives around me. I just feel like every time I get out in nature, God is just so much closer to me, and all of the distractions are taken away because there's no phone service out there, there's no internet, just you and nature and God. And so there was a lot of times on the weekends when we had our days off that I would just kind of sit, I'd read my Bible or write down different thoughts, write some poetry down. Not that I'm super creative at it, but write just some thoughts and feelings I had. And I was going through my notebook and just something was laid on my heart that I thought I'd share with you guys. So, here is the quote that I wrote down, my existential point for the day. It says, "Those who refuse to make change are the ones who remain unchanged." And I was like, okay, makes sense. But here we go. I tried to apply that in my life to where I always look at other people, and I don't know if this is true for you, but it's true for me that it's very easy to judge others very quickly, especially on things they're doing wrong and how to fix it and how to make things better in their life. And so I've really had to work on that, especially these past few months. I've just been critical. Let's just lay it all out there, lay it on the table. But looking at my own life, I can be super critical too. And when it says, I did a study on the word love, and this just came to mind when it says those who refuse to make change are the ones who remain unchanged. In Colossians 3:12 through 15, it's all talking about what we call the armor of God. And the armor of God is basically characteristics and things you study and apply to your life to become more Christ-like. And part of the armor of God is love. And in Colossians 3:14 it says, and above all these things, so above all what we mentioned before, it says, put on charity or love, which is the bond of perfectness. The bond of perfectness. And put on here is what we call a action word, and it's an action verb. And it says put on. So this is you putting on all of these things, but above everything else, put on love first, because without love you will remain unchanged, because you will not have the compassion to see others' faults, and you will not have the insight to see your faults. A lot of times, my friend just tweeted the other day, my best friend Megan, she tweeted the other day, she said, forget this self-love going on, we need more self-denial, because we already love ourselves so much that we don't see what other people are going through. And I could not agree more with that, because there is so much. The message of self-love is coming out. And while, yes, you do need to love yourself, you do need to appreciate yourself, that is already built in us. We don't need to constantly focus on ourselves and focus more on what can I do. And it says the bond of perfectness. And love is the bond of perfectness that just brings it together in such a perfect way and brings your life together in such a perfect way that when you have the bond, it is the foundation. So the foundation of perfectness. Now, I'm not saying we live perfect, but I'm saying it's the start of becoming more Christ-like. Now, how does that relate back to those who refuse to change are the ones who remain unchanged? Here we go. When I choose to love people with the selfless love like God loved me when he died on the cross over 2,000 years ago, when I refuse to love people with that same love, I blind myself to not only their needs, but I blind myself to my needs. And I choose to believe the lie that I am better than everyone else and that everyone needs to live to my standards. What am I saying when I say those who refuse to make change are the ones who remain unchanged? And then I'm talking about love over here. Here's the deal. When it says action verb put on, that's an action. So you can't do anything, you can't do an action without actually moving or willing yourself to do something. And here's the deal. I can't just go to a gym and sit on the floor and watch Netflix all day and expect to walk out with a six-pack by the end of the day when I eat like crap, I don't exercise, and I don't get on an eating plan. Abs are, 75% in the kitchen or 90%, all you fitness gurus. But here's the deal. If I don't make a conscious effort to work at this every day, and I want to see a change in my life, I want to see a change in my patience, I want to see a change with loving others, I want to see a change whether it comes to not even spiritual things, where it comes to my diet, my relationships, all this stuff, but I want to see a change, I have to actively work at what I want myself. I can't expect it to just happen, and I can't expect somebody else to do it for me. That's what I'm getting at here with this whole love. And seeing as love is the foundation of anything, whatever we're doing. It's a Christ-like a Christ-like selfless love that we're going for. And that is the groundwork for changing lives. And it's a groundwork for changing your life and turning it around. Will we master it in our lifetime? No. We won't master it. But we can work at it to where when people look at us, they don't see someone who is self-focused, self-centered, cynical all the time. I understand we have some days that are like, but here's the deal. If we walk around with zero compassion for other people, or if we walk around thinking that we know everything and that everyone needs to live like us, that's not love, and that's not Christ. Ouch. That isn't always the most pleasant thing to hear, but it's something that really stuck out to me today. Just honesty, I have very much of a tendency to look at other people and try to fix them, but that's not what I'm supposed to do. I need to love people with the same compassion that Jesus did, sharing truth in love, sharing my thoughts in love, but also hearing other people in love and seeing and understanding other people's life with the same love that Jesus showed. And that's just something that really stuck out to me. It says, daily and moment by moment, giving up of my own desires and wants for others, ranking my will under somebody else's in order to fully serve someone else in Christ. And so the final question that I had written down in my journal for this was, what does love require of me? ? And that's not my own. That's from a preacher called Andy Stanley. And he had this, I don't know if it was a sermon series going on or whatever. So now I ask people all the time when they're struggling with loving or they're struggling with having compassion on people, but it's, what does love require of you? What does it require you to give up? What does it require of you to rank yourself under? And trust me, I am learning this every day. In fact, today is a day where I am short on love. But here's that question. What does love require of me? Does it require me to bite my tongue in a certain situation? Does it require me to not say that opinion that I know is going to hurt somebody? Does it require me to take a step back and put myself in somebody else's shoes for a while? Does it take me to a place where I have to tell myself no to something? With taking of this time that I would spend on myself selfishly, could I use that time in helping motivate somebody else to get to a better level in their life or help encourage somebody else? Would it take possibly saying no to a Starbucks coffee every now and then so I could put that money to good use somewhere else, helping someone, taking someone out to lunch who needs encouragement, just little things like that. And if you want to see any change, you need to be willing to take the first step of simply saying, okay, I'm going to work at this so I can change because I want to change. But remember, those who refuse to make the change remain unchanged. Nothing happens. They just say something. They have a gym membership, but they're a couch potato. Don't be that couch potato. That's something I wanted to share with y'all. These are going to be what we call Mocha Mondays. So I don't have coffee with me right now. This was just a spur of the moment. Like, I just want to talk to you, but I will have coffee. I'm going to try to have coffee of the week, which is I get a different flavor or try something new in my coffee throughout the week. So if you have any ideas, comment below. Make sure you subscribe. I'm going to have other videos, other fun videos on here too, but this is just something I really felt the need I wanted to share. I hope to see you in my next video. Please subscribe if you haven't already. If you have any ideas for content or want my ideas on anything, please shoot me a message. Subscribe to my Instagram, subscribe to my Twitter, and let me know what you think, okay? So I'll see you next week. Stay tuned. I hope to be posting a little bit more on here. Lately, I've just kind of been like, I don't know, it's been gloomy here the past couple days. It's been rainy and gloomy and cold here lately, and I don't know, sometimes I just get unmotivated, man. Like, not today.